official introduction, the athlete competing in the blue corner, weighing in at 25.2. He's 8 years old, stands 4 foot tall. He competes out of KSK and hails from South Hemphill, Filip Tobin. And his opponent, standing out of the corner, weighing in at 23.5. He's 7 years old, stands 4 foot. He fights out of Team Agogi and hails from Dewsbury, Adam Neki. Now, Mr. Nico.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Cook-Abbott and Harry Edwards here. We get to call BMF's junior show. We're seeing the stars of the future competing today, many of them debuting. We're starting with this junior K1 bout at 28 kilogram catch weight. That's one of my legs. 8-year-old Filip Tobin fighting out of the blue corner representing KSK. He's in the t-shirt. And Adam Neki representing Agog in the black and silver tie shorts.
Lovely stuff. And right off the bat, these guys letting off powerful combinations, landing nice body kicks.
And I've got to tell you straight away, what impresses me about these juniors, these 8-year-old lads that would kick my backside, is again, they know there's no striking to the head. Now, one of them, no rush of blood, straight away working the body, working with pace. They're going to move. They're going to have a lot of energy.
No, absolutely. And like you say, in spite of their age, a maturity in the understanding of the skill set and the rules, landing an absolute hurricane of shots.
Absolutely. The pace that these two young men are... Too young. I mean, I could call them boys, but that's an insult. They're
a lovely sweep there by Neki. We were just saying earlier, like 8-year-old me gets annihilated by these guys.
Oh my God, 50-year-old me gets annihilated by these by these youngsters.
I love the discipline of all of them. When they're coming in, they're landing shots and always finishing with kicks. Again, something that, you know, even pros aren't always good at maintaining.
Nice caught the kick there and landed that single shot. Again, the discipline. He's 7 and 8 years old. It's truly frightening. Coaches have got to be incredibly proud. Parents have got to be incredibly proud. And these two young men, they're going for it.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Nice flurry there, pushing forward as Tobin. Constant action, constant, but again, Neki's responding every time. 10 seconds left in the round. And these two young athletes are really working hard.
Yeah, difficult round to score because Tobin's landed some fantastic flurries, especially there at the end of the round, but 2 sweeps for Neki, so...
Brilliant. And I think this is it's the right thing to do. Put your junior card on a separate day. Family and friends in the audience. Absolutely the way forward. Some of the best officials we could get to make sure the fighters are kept safe. We got to remember this is junior MMA and junior K1. You might see some stoppages a little more quickly than you would in the end, but you would expect this. You want these kids to be able to go back and train the next week. You want them to be able to keep going. And I got to tell you, what an experience to compete in this big cage with people watching. My God, nerves aren't going to bother these kids in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, on the topic of safety, I mean, you're setting these guys up for long futures, long careers, and again, most people don't have an experience competing in an atmosphere like this until they're much older, so this is going to put them in really good stead moving forward.
Absolutely. And if the maturity of these two young men, again, Filip Tobin fighting out of the blue corner in the 2-piece and Adam Neki fighting in the red corner with the silver and black tie shorts, I mean, the coaches have got to be so proud already. 3 minutes in and these guys have got to be buzzing.
Oh yeah.
And straight away Tobin comes out at the gate, but he's met with a flurry by Neki as well, who keeps coming forward.
Oh, I love the jumping front kick.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm guessing we don't know what fear is.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. These, you would think that the shots they're receiving would discourage them, but not.
No, man, they're like, yeah, I'll take one of those and give 2 back, and it's wonderful. And again, the discipline these two young fighters are showing is like it's the one thing I wouldn't have had. Not at that age, not at my age now.
Yeah, I mean, even as you get older and like at the semi-pro and pro level, like body sparring's still a thing, and it's easy for shots to stray up to the head. And, you know, right now, these guys are showing great discipline, sticking to the rule set, and they're like two Wolverines.
Oh, they are. Like, neither one of them is willing to retreat. They push forward all the time. Flurry's ending with that nice leg kick. Catches the little jumping push kick.
Oh, lovely stuff.
Nice shot to the body there from Neki as well.
Yeah, it would be nice to see maybe a few more attempts at checking kicks, but these guys have decided, almost Dutch style, they're going to take some shots and then return them as soon as they see their opening.
There's the fighter in here now checking leg kicks at 7 and 8. Why not? You got to teach them young, right?
Exactly. You got to learn sometime.
Well, want to give a quick shout out to the people streaming this at home, watching it on pay-per-view. I want to give a special shout out to Mrs. Sally Edwards, sitting next to her little baby boy, and man, he's doing a fantastic job. I also have been told I need to speak nice to you because you're a black belt in Taekwondo and kill me, so I hope you're enjoying the fights, ma'am.
Thank you, Steve.
Beautiful. Ends the round on a flurry, and we're going to see lots of decisions today. Let's not hide the fact that we are going to see decisions. These young men are going to, and young women are going to be forced to work for those 6 minutes.
But you know what? Again, I think that's actually to all of the fighters' benefit, because it means that if you're going to win a fight, it has to be on technique. You know, these guys aren't realistically at a stage where they have the power to one-shot KO opponents. So it means that technically they've got to be proficient,
especially with no strikes to the head. I mean, it makes it very difficult to get that KO. So you're going to be working behind volume and defense. And
exactly.
The volume that these two young athletes have thrown is already putting me to shame.
Yeah, I dread if there's a strike counter, it must be broken already. Because, oh my goodness.
We'll ask the timekeeper if they want to keep track of the number of shots landed in the next few fights.
Just a clicker.
Well, the seconds have cleared. Third and final round here. Two minutes left to separate these two young athletes. Oh, they take a few tentative steps forward, and then they charge and they throw.
Oh, it looks like Tobin might have taken an injury to one of his legs.
Yeah. Is it to the leg? Oh, he's right to the inside of the leg there. Oh, fair play to this young man.
I mean, warrior spirit. You could tell coming into the round, Steve, he was clearly a little nervous about whatever the injury
something was a bit tender, yeah.
But he came out immediately, and guns blazing.
Oh. Bravo! And now he's again, for a young man that was, worried about, feeling that little bit of injury, again, no fear at all as he continues to push forward, and Neki is responding.
Immediately throwing that leg. If I was in the Neki corner, I'd be calling for some shots to that back leg.
Yeah, that's because you're mean.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Sally Edwards, what did you do? Neki continuing to push forward now, and
barraging.
But again, all hard. Tobin, no, you're not having it your way, and he's pushing forward as well. And 6 minutes of this is a long time for these two young athletes.
And it feels crazy to say this at their young age, but that's already something you can't teach. You either have that heart or you don't.
Absolutely, you got that will to continue. You've got that desire, and Filip Tobin showing that all day. And I don't want to take anything away from Adam Neki, who looks like he could do this for another 5 rounds if he needed to.
Absolutely. Oh, Neki slightly losing his balance there.
Pushed a little bit, and they're swinging heavy. Now they're starting to swing a little while. Now you can tell fatigue is starting to enter fatigue for a 7 or 8 year old child. Unreal. Nice again. They're pushing forward.
Yeah, the sheer volume of strikes.
I think the judges are going to have a really hard time separating these two. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a draw here. And again, in the juniors, a draw. It's the experience that you're getting that's important.
Exactly.
And again, both fighters pushing forward. I hope the audience stands up and gives these two a massive round of applause. Bravo.
And again, not taking anything away from Neki, but a fantastic show by Tobin to make it all the way to the finish.
Absolutely.
What could have been a fight-ending injury, perhaps.
Yeah, he certainly looked in discomfort. I mean, the young man fought back. You could see that he was fighting back a bit of emotion and pain, and then he manages to survive another 2 minutes while pushing forward and remaining competitive. I mean,
and possibly win the round. I mean, it's a hard one to score. I think that Tobin probably had the forward pressure, and I think was landing a bit more comfortably with his hands. But I think the leg kicks of Neki were particularly powerful.
What a great contest from these two young men.
Oh, and going over and touching gloves,
as it should be. Respect. There's a few people higher up the ranks that could learn a little bit from watching these two these two young athletes, without question. The respect they're showing is wonderful. Let's turn it over to Mr. Sefcon, and he'll make it official.
What an excellent bout by these two youngsters. Let's put our hands together. And thank you so much for being so respectful to these young people. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Filip